Hello everyone, this is Waldorf here,
And this is Statler.
and this is a bit late, but I got back from Colonial Carnage about a month ago, as you can see by the date on this.
Did you have indigestion and you finally got over it?
It did. You had the vacation thing that kind of
That's
screwed us.
Oh, shit, so it's my fault.
It's always your fault.
I see.
It can't be my fault.
The-
Yes. But Colonial Carnage, it was a decent size, kind of a small tournament. They're, regrowing the scene now that the, ninth age is starting to take hold again.
with the ninth age taking hold again?
Taking hold.
It had hold before?
Sorry, taking hold, I should say.
The rise of the ninth age.
The
is what
rise
we're
of the
trying to
ninth
say,
age. There was 38 people in the tournament, so it was a decent sized tournament.
Okay, it was okay.
Yeah. In Williamsburg, Virginia, which is kind of centrally located, kind of nice for us. I'm surprised this doesn't draw more than it does.
And this is basically a tournament within the larger Guns of August convention.
Correct.
Yeah.
The tournament is held at the same, along with the Guns of August convention, which is more of a historical miniatures
Right, right.
convention.
They have other tourneys, other game system tourneys. And
They do Flames of War primarily,
yeah,
and
big,
some other
there's
stuff.
a big FOW committee. Was there any Kings of War there?
There was not.
Oh,
There was not.
shocking.
Well, Todd did run Kings of War there last year,
Uh-huh.
so that's why this is only Colonial Carnage 3, because one of them was a Kings of War, I think.
Oh,
Anyway,
okay.
actually, I think 2 might have been the Kings of War. Anyway, but anyway, so 38 people. It's a central, like I said, centrally located. I think this could turn out to be one of the premier tournaments in the area if it could get a little bit more traction. Not sure, because it's, like I said, it's more central to the whole area, being in Williamsburg rather than where kind of a
Right.
big, our big tournaments now seem to be in North Carolina, which is south.
Right. And it's right off of 64, so it's not
Yeah.
right off an interstate. It's not too far from 95, so yeah.
No. Anyway, so
Maybe time.
yeah, I think
Full time.
it'll build up, and
Yeah.
I think it'll do much better.
Especially because you can drop your kids off at Busch Gardens while you're playing games.
There's the option of bringing the wife and kids and letting them just go to Williamsburg.
Yep, or go to the outlets,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so it has that going for it as well, which I think as a matter of fact, I know at least 2 people did.
Yeah.
They were there with their families, and
Yeah, there's a lot to do there. I was actually there the week after the tournament.
nice timing on your part.
Well, I was trying to escape the hurricane that was hitting the Outer
okay.
Banks, and just lots to do in that area.
Well, this is, Todd Wyatt is the TO for this one. Nicely run tournament. A couple things beyond his control, kind of put a little bit of a damper on this one, but still I had a good time playing. The tournament space was not ideal, I should say. Or the hotel it was in. And that was all picked by the Guns of August people.
Sure.
So he had no control over that.
Well, did they have an early idea of how many people were signing up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they had plenty of space for us. They actually had more than enough. We had we had room for at least another 6 tables, I think,
Oh, that's good.
reserved for us that we,
Right.
didn't.
Well, it's always a key. I mean, because you kind of always. I used to run like NovadCon conventions back in the day, and it was always you based your space needs on what you did last year. So
Correct.
yeah, and I think I was curious with ninth age growing the way it is. It's kind of hard to estimate, what you're going to get.
It is.
Yeah.
Again, it's kind of tough. I mean, you can see this is, figured to kick it off while we're talking. This is the area where we are playing. You can see nice space.
Yeah, good space between the tables.
I mean, every tournament I've been to, this is the first tournament I've been to where they are spaced out that well.
yeah, that's
Normally the tables are at least two pushed together.
right.
And then the space, then 2 more. Sometimes even, Atomic Empire back in the glory days when they were running the huge tournaments.
Right.
There were rows of 6 tables and only one way in and out.
Yeah, it's
Which was
not uncommon to see that
correct.
for a lot of terms. Yeah, it's nice when you can move around.
And the table space, you can see, this was also, they had the advantage of having, I don't know if you can see where my cursor is, but, the space here on the ends of the
Right,
tables.
because it's basically 2 regular convention tables, so it gets you an extra.
So it extra 6 inches,
6
6
inches
to 8
on
inches
each
each
side,
side, and that lets you, like you said,
Yeah.
have room for your drinks, your
Right.
dice,
your troops when you're
Your
deploying.
dead troops, your troops when you're deploying.
Yeah, no, I love that because it's always unfortunate in so
Yeah.
many games your casualties end up getting on the battlefield.
Correct. I like the ones where they do it. I would rather have the space on the side than on the back like this.
Yeah,
But this is still fine. This is still better than a lot of things.
yeah,
You know, and again, like I said, there's plenty of chairs. You got a chair to set your stuff on. You got a chair to sit here, and you know, you got a chair around each table to sit around and
right.
make fun of people.
Chair to put your sunglasses on.
Chair to put your sunglasses on. Somebody's having a rough day,
Rough night before.
trying to recover. Oh, this is a Saturday picture, and he's already trying to recover.
Either
So.
that or you got in a fight in the parking lot.
Yeah, no, not so much. But you can see, you know, it's a good sized room. This is kind of from the back of the room looking towards the front. Anything past this table, this brown table here, these rows, are all the other convention games. So
And
there was a lot of
this was
stuff.
their only space, or they had more space?
They also had another room upstairs. Wasn't as big as this one.
Oh, okay.
You know, I didn't take the chance to get up there. So
And what's that along the back?
and a couple vendors. They had
Okay.
a couple vendors here, vendors over here. You'll see in some of the other pictures later on.
Oh,
There's
okay.
another big row of vendors on this side, and then back behind where I was standing. This is the back corner again.
Okay.
Another vendor off here to the right. This is a very large.
Yeah.
I don't know who it was. Atlantis Games, I
It
think.
looks like Atlantis Games just by what's being sold in their setup.
Right. But anyway, that's a big game store over there. That's anyway nice. Again, you can see plenty of space, great space. They were not the air conditioning was struggling, and they had big. I don't know if you can see this, but there's one of those big 4-foot tall fans.
Well, we had
There was a couple of those circulating.
really
there.
rough temperatures,
It was hot.
and gamers generate a lot of heat because we're all overweight.
It does. Other than if the air conditioning would have been working fine, this would have been ideal because
Yeah,
if you can
yeah.
see,
The lighting's
really
great.
high. The lighting's great. Really high ceilings keeps the noise down. This is from the opposite, corner as well, looking back towards. This
Right,
is the
right.
entrance to the room.
Yeah, it's a good size room.
It's a really good sized room. Yeah, so good. A couple shots of the some games in progress. You can see that decent terrain.
Who provided the terrain?
The TO Todd.
Okay, it's all
He,
his own stuff.
It's all his own stuff.
Wow.
Boards are his. Worked out much better. They actually look really good. They're the solid color boards. Kind of. It's above average. It's really good tournament terrain, I should say.
Right, right.
Some of the terrain at some of the tournaments is really, store terrain tends to be beat up and
Yeah, you get the beat up where you get the
mangled.
too much nasty green filled.
They can have that. And there was, like I said, there was a variety in the colors of the boards. You know, the snowboards. Let's see, some nice miniatures. I always liked these guys from Owen.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, nice terrain, but as you can see,
Yes, various.
boards always get cluttered,
Sure, sure.
unfortunately. The only thing I'm not keen on is these with the boards where they have the built-in flocking patch,
Right.
because sometimes it gets a little I'm not going to say confusing, but just you're like, oh, was that the woods or was
Right,
that
right.
kind of thing. Not a big deal, just little my own personal preference thing.
Right.
And like I said, you can see the variety, little crystal things. So
Gale Force 9 trees.
even the big totem head thing.
Yeah, big totem head. Everyone should have a totem head.
Should need one of those from our army.
No, I mean you should actually have one yourself in your house.
Thank you.
know?
In my house, okay. Yep.
That's very green.
It's very it is very green with nice contrasting blue dinosaurs.
Lucky the Irish. Where's the pot of gold and the rainbow?
Well, one of the good things is this tournament did at least bring Kelby back out of the closet. He's back out playing, which was good. Hadn't seen him for a couple
Dinosaurs
tournaments.
like green.
Yep. What's that?
So dinosaurs like green.
So yeah,
Wins and such. Yeah.
like you said, some nice stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of there's another good size. This is kind of group. There was 3 rows of 6 tables,
Right.
and a couple more tables off. We had 2 more available
If you needed them.
if we needed them. Yep. A bunch of our guys. This was on the last day. You can see this vendors. They're packing up,
Looking up. And half the people's heads are down.
and heads are down. It's Friday. It's Sunday afternoon. Everyone's
Yep.
just trying to get through the last game.
Yep.
Get out of here. Phil's not even paying attention anymore.
No.
He doesn't care what Corey does to him. He's just playing. He's just there. And of course, Phil Carl.
Nice book.
Like his book, his grudge book.
Yeah, I think it's a grudge book.
This is the Jerry's Bretonians. They're the. You'll see later when we do the armies.
Right.
And kind of rolling through them, and back to the beginning.
Yeah.
So that was kind of the armies. I mean the way the tournaments were.
Okay, let's take a look at the
And
armies.
a couple of the armies we have. I didn't get a ton of the armies. It was also, not a really no formal setup and painting, and no one wanted to leave their army overnight here because
Okay.
with the other tournament going on, all the other people in
Sure,
here all night long.
sure.
No
No,
one
I
was real-
can
real
appreciate
comfortable.
that.
And a lot of people staying in the hotel. You just take it upstairs.
Right now, the painting was how was that handled? The scoring?
The painting was scored by Todd.
Okay.
He handled the paint scoring.
Did you just go around, or
Yes,
it was,
he went around.
So there wasn't like a time to set your armies up at lunch or something. And,
He asked for the armies to be set out for lunch, whether they were or not.
okay.
A lot of people were didn't do it, and you
I
can
see.
see he had some. The paint scores were just kind of some base.
Mm-hmm.
Standard GT army was 10 points, couple pluses. Had a high end army or 14 with a couple pluses,
Mm-hmm.
and then of course the best painted was 20, and it went down. Down a
Right.
point from there to cover the first best 5.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, so nice dark elf army.
Okay.
These
2 units of
the
riders.
the riders, these guys are making a comeback.
Well,
I've been seeing them a
absolutely.
lot more. They're really good now.
They're really good in Ninth Age.
Yeah. The Cauldron, not as part of a unit now,
Right.
still is a decent piece.
Yeah, 'cause
Seeing
they
it a
can-
lot.
Getting buff out.
Well, it buffs and gives you that 5-up ward from shooting,
Yeah.
and kind of keeps you alive as you
Yep.
come across the board.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice. Nice Empire part painted army.
Yep. Some swordsmen.
Yep.
Great swords, whatever they're
Great
called now.
swords, yeah. Or I don't know what they are for sure. I don't know the name.
Yeah.
I think they're the veterans, maybe.
No. Veterans are just
The
the
plus
upgrade.
upgrade.
I should know. I've got that army too, but oh well.
Okay. Jason's dwarves. You'll
Yeah.
see a few more
couple
pictures.
catapults, a cannon, and
You'll see a few more
flame
pictures
cannon.
of this one because I
Couple
played. This was my
3
first game.
gyrocopters.
This was
Okay.
actually he was running. This is actually a flame cannon.
Okay, so 2
So
flames.
2 flame
and 2
cannons.
cavalry.
Flame cannons are really nasty.
No, flame
Gotta tell
cannons
you that
are
right
very
now.
nasty.
Anyway, 2 big units of miners.
Right.
Just 2 big troops and 3
Mhm.
gyrocopters.
Okay.
So,
Some lizard men.
this guy was.
I'm sorry, Saurian ancients.
This is Justin's army. He was at Buckeye Battles with us as well,
Right.
and we kind of left him out. Somehow I went around and took pictures like 3 days between games, and never once got a picture of this army.
Well, I was surprised you put this one in because you told me you were going to leave it out too.
Intentionally.
The-
Not supposed to mention that. But there you go. That's Justin's army. He'll be happy to see we finally got that in there.
yeah, 2 units of flares.
Yeah, I was tempted to leave this picture out. Anyway, I played this army as well. Infernal Dwarves.
I think these are those the Forge World guys,
These ones, the
or are those the other guys, the Kings of War guys.
Kings of War, the Mantic guys.
Yeah,
I
they might
think
be.
they're the Mantic guys.
Yeah, I think they are.
But it's
Mine are the old big hats. Of course, the
You've
phone
got
has
the
to
old
ring.
because no one ever wants to talk to you until we get on one of these things.
Yeah, that seems to be the case. It's probably the hospital calling to have me come back.
They're looking for you.
Yeah.
Interesting, interesting conversion somebody didn't want to buy the or like it's a nice piece for the what is it, the war altar.
Somebody's actually leaving me a message.
They are leaving you a message. It's pretty funny.
It is funny.
Um,
And they think I'm going to call them back.
if we would be quiet for a minute, we could get it on your recording.
There you go.
We could get
Yeah.
it on this.
I'm hoping to speak over it, to
Yes.
be perfectly honest. Okay, what were we saying?
Beastman Army. Here's Chad's.
Yes.
Chad's Army, 2 big scouting or ambushing units.
Yep.
Or the optioned ambush.
Yep.
To make sure everybody knew the icon with the big rock on it had the gleaming icon, which was kind of neat the way he did that.
Yeah.
Just to,
That's
so
kind of
there's no question whether who had
interesting
it
unit filler.
later on. Anyway.
Then his Minotaurs, and he's got two
Two of the big Gore-Tex.
Gore-Tex, yeah.
A couple raiding chariots.
Yeah, Gore-Tex are nice.
Minotaurs are really good.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's a nice army.
Yep.
And really nicely painted.
Yeah, I think it actually is a very good army in the game. It's just no one ever had it before, so you don't see many of them.
I agree.
But,
This was an interesting concept. I've seen it
Yep.
before, and
Kingdom
I
of
kind of like it.
Aquitaine.
I like it. I like it on the display board coming out of the water.
Yeah,
the back of the
I like
bases
it on
are
the
painted
display
blue.
board. Not huge on it on the table.
Problem is when it gets to the battlefield, this
Yeah.
looks really nice here. Gets to the battlefield, now you're pushing a boat across the grass.
Yeah, but it's a great little idea for the relic.
Yeah.
Relic. Wait,
Yep.
can you back up for a second?
Oops,
sorry,
sorry.
I didn't see. Of course, my favorite armies. I got to look at it.
Oh, sorry. 3 units Pegasus.
Oh, it actually has a Green Knight.
3 units Pegasus, Green Knight, over here in the woods.
Yeah, so it's trying to do a semi RAF with small wedges and
Yeah.
support, and
Mhm.
a big unit of guys to. Okay.
Yeah. Those guys again.
Mhm.
This, I'm not sure whose army this was.
It's the army that has lots of dice.
Yes. Well, it's part of the army.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Joe's army. Joe, what am I thinking? This is Joe's army. Yeah, I made sure he cleaned it up before I took a picture, and made sure I blurred it up a little bit, just so you can't tell if he painted stuff good or not.
I'm trying to figure out what the.
Queen's Guard.
Yeah.
Of course, the fast cow guy, Reavers.
I'm just saying because I've seen those. Those are Sylvanel horses, so I was
Oh, okay.
somewhat confused.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a little
Yeah.
didn't come through real clear.
Okay.
Anyway.
So that's some conversion stuff, and those.
Yes, a lot of conversion stuff.
He's got like wolves pulling his chariots
Yes, for the lion
to represent
chariots.
the lions. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, some little different ideas. That's interesting.
Shannon's army. This is the winning army, by the way.
Yeah, this looks nice from a painted perspective.
It's a nicely painted army.
Mhm.
It's a well-played army. As can be seen, Shannon's kind of dominating the mid-Atlantic scene lately.
Yeah, and with no chaff, no real chaff.
No real chaff at all. I mean, these are those guys are his, quote, chaff.
Yeah, they're definitely anti-chaff.
That's really heavy chaff.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, they're good at getting rid of chaff. No
Yep.
question about that.
And he does use the big bruisers, too.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is, you don't see a lot of
No.
anymore. And, of course, the man-eaters, which
Yeah, it's
everybody, weapon ballistic skill 5 man-eaters.
Yeah, it's like an auto take in the army. It's just, they're just so
something needs to be done about that. But
so over the top.
another high elf army, Kelly's.
Yeah,
Nice army.
it's gone a little bit away from the monster mash.
He has a little bit. Yep. Still modifying his army.
Yeah.
And this is another one of the armies that did really well in the painting score. Sylvan Elf army with kind of a desert theme. You can see the, Clint Eastwood ape guy in this unit.
Yeah.
Just, he did a lot
He's
of,
taken basically the Sylvan Elf guys and he's put like turbans on all their heads. He's
Mhm.
bought some turban heads from someplace or sculpted them himself, whatever.
yeah, I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
he's put a lot of work into
How he's painted
conversions
his-
in this.
His wild huntsman with make him look more Eastern. That's kind of
Mhm.
neat. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, did a lot of work
2
on
units
this.
of wild huntsmen. That's interesting.
Hmm.
Some archers and what are we assuming these big these
I thought they were tree men,
the base isn't the right size.
but the base isn't the right size, so I'm not sure what they are.
Yeah.
I guess, where's the other one? I guess if you turn it sideways, it's the right size, isn't it?
And that's too long.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, because they're 75 wide by 50 deep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, who knows?
I don't know. But anyway, like I said, spent a lot of time, a lot of conversions in this army.
Yeah.
It's a really unique look to this
Mhm.
army.
Oh, absolutely. Little cactus everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, these guys,
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even notice them on the camels. That's great.
Kind of neat. Like I
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
there's a lot went into that. Yeah, that picture didn't come out that great. But, and I did not play him with this army, so I'm not real sure who these two guys were, but I kind of like them a lot.
Yeah.
It's always nice to have a guy on a flying carpet in your army.
Yeah, they could have been on Eagles, I suppose.
Yeah. This was a demon. What is it called? Demons, Chaos Demons. I don't know what they are.
What's that? Demon Legions?
Demon Legions. Demon Legions army. Ben Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on. Chris Mitchell's Vampires. Can't avoid these things. They're just way too good.
Yeah. Too good.
1, 2, 3 Varkalax.
Yeah, I like me some Varkalax.
That's a scary.
I only have 2 painted. Wow, I feel not worthy
You
now.
should.
They're okay. I mean,
They're really good. I like them.
yeah.
A lot. Yeah, I think this was Corey's army. Corey Scott, the other High Elf army. I mean, it's definitely a High Elf army.
Okay, so you don't like him very much
believe
because
it
you
is.
took a blurry shot of his
Exactly.
army? Okay, just
Yeah.
checking.
He stood us up at a tournament one time.
Oh, there you go.
And so, he's not getting any credit for this one.
Yeah, 2 units of
Oops, back up.
lion chariot. Sorry, 2 units of lion
2
chariots.
Lion Chariots. Look, he's got the
Looks-
Sky Sloop. Looks
Yeah.
like Joe's army we saw earlier.
Yeah.
But he's got the Sky Sloop and
Couple
much
bolt,
bigger
3
unit
bolt
knights.
throwers and units of, I guess those are
The normal knights. 'Cause
Yeah,
I think
regular
these
guys.
are the special guys, maybe.
those.
No, those are the Reavers,
Those are
aren't
the the lion reavers.
God, I hope those aren't Dragon Princes. Or Knights of Rima. I hope that's not them, because that's a ton of them.
Yeah, and that looks like it's just the regular guys, but
That
who
would be
knows?
scary.
Yeah.
Anyway, 3 bolt throwers, a couple eagles in the bag, and the Sky Sloop. Just 1, though.
What's that big red thing in the middle of the table? What's that mean? It means evil.
It's evil.
It's evil.
Is one of our guys, Jeremiah Nelson. Yep. Anyway,
So, that's stupid. I put it on the back of a giant. The
this
what's
thing
that
back here.
Chaos Shrine thing?
Oh, War
Yeah,
Shrine, maybe,
yeah.
whatever it's called
Yeah, at
now.
least you got rid of those terrible ogre models that come with the basic model.
Yeah.
Some warriors, 2 regular chariots. It looks like 3 units of dogs, and it looks like some Age of Sigmar guys on this one unit.
This?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Sigmarines.
They're really big,
Yeah.
so they're really smashed in there, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Joel Flint was using his Empire as Bretonnians.
Well, isn't that a switch?
So
Usually
even though
these
it
people
says-
go the other way around.
Even though it says Empire back here, these are Bretonnians.
Well, it's the
Equitaine.
It's the Empire of Equitaine.
It's the Empire of Equitaine.
Yeah.
I didn't play this army, so I'm not sure, but I mean, I can see
So
2
you got 2
hippogriffs.
hippogriffs, and then it looks like there's another.
And then this looks like another hippogriff here,
Right.
which I don't think you can fit 3, so I'm not sure if
I can't imagine fitting 3 lords
that's a
with 3
filler or
hippogriffs.
what that is.
Maybe it.
But it looks like 1 big unit of knights, small, and then 2 small ones and a kind of a medium one. Unit of
Well,
peg
maybe that
knights.
filler makes it a larger unit or
That could
something.
be.
Yeah.
I mean, there it is from the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see he's got these bases in here. Maybe this is all filler.
Yeah.
Don't know. I didn't have a chance
Mm.
to talk to him about it because I'd actually be kind of interested to know what all that was.
I just think it's interesting. An Empire player switching to Equitaine,
Switching to Equitaine, yeah,
because you can make such a good cavalry army with
with Empire.
Empire Sunstall. Yeah.
Exactly.
With all your buff wagons.
I'm like, oh, aren't they better as their Empire? Anyway,
Don't have the lance formation.
they don't. Another Saurian Ancients. Yeah.
Yeah.
Saurian Ancients army. These 2 things are scary. Don't like them. They're so huge compared to this little guy.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the little one. So he's got 1 little one and 2 big ones.
Well, I was wondering if they're both the same or if one's the skink monster. I can't remember what it's
I
called.
was saying, I think this one might be the skink one.
Well, no, I think that's because you have the alpha, and then you just
Right.
have the regular Carnosaur.
Okay.
So I think it's a Carnosaur and the alpha Carnosaur. I think they just did that. I'm guessing the Ninth Age guys did that. So you could have the new model and the old model,
Oh,
because the new one's so much bigger than the old
Right.
one.
okay.
But then you have the magic boosting. I can't remember what it's called though. I can't remember all these monster names,
Okay.
even though I have the army. Yeah.
Okay.
And of Croxes and
Croxes,
a whole bunch of
swarms.
Saurian warriors with spears, it looks like.
Yep.
And swarms. That's
Lots
interesting.
of swarms and a single salamander.
And a single
It's kinda weird.
salamander, yeah.
Anyway, and I guess these are probably the Ripperdons, the good ones,
Yeah,
or whatever
yeah.
they are
They're
called.
called something else now,
Ripperdactyls,
yeah, yeah.
I don't know what they are. Phil's dwarves. We won't say anything more about that.
So he's got cannon, a
Cannon,
gyrocopter,
organ gun.
Oh, that's an organ gun.
I believe it's another organ gun.
Okay. 2 units. What's this guys with these big guys in the middle? These just fillers?
These are just fillers.
Okay.
These are just grunts, long
And
beards.
this is that broken flying
The broken
chariot?
flying chariot thing.
Okay.
A couple gyrocopters, like you said. A guy
Yeah.
on the throne.
Okay.
And crossbowmen.
Did a lot of work on his board, you have to say that.
He did a ton of work on that board.
Yeah.
Steal it from him one time. I don't know who this guy is. This is Joey, another guy from
Yeah.
our club. His rats.
Yeah.
You can see he's kind of finished up his Helped
Yeah,
Abomination.
his converted one.
Should
Yeah.
have got a better picture of this, but
Yeah.
it's a nice the way he converted it. It's got like rat ogre arms and
Yeah, it's like a
rat heads
just
on
like-
this
on the
Hydra.
Hydra body. Yeah, he did like an interesting thing.
And it's got a nice long tail on it.
Yeah,
which is-
and you can have to use that hideous GW model.
yeah, it's a nice, really nice.
And then he's got the
So with
he's
the
got
Thunder Hulks or whatever
Yeah.
they're called.
the broken
And
hulks.
then this is that War Machine, not War Machine, I don't know what they call it. It's the little machines like the Rattling guns, but like these, it's a weapon team.
Yeah.
It's the one that does the impact hits,
Right,
or
yeah.
grinding, or something.
Right.
Anyway, and this big guy on the
Platform with his big
war
sword.
litter with his big death sword, whatever you
Yep.
call that thing now. Doom Death Blade, I don't know. More rat ogres,
Yeah.
cannon. Anyway,
Never liked that cannon model.
no,
No.
it's really big.
Yeah. I like the look of it.
Oops. And what was this? How'd that get in there? Oh well,
Grab the wrong one.
I did. Wasn't the one I was looking for.
Yeah.
Look at that. How special is that?
Yeah, it's good enough.
Good enough. So, anyway,
So that's basically the armies that you took pictures of, and
yeah, there was of course
there's
more
some
there.
there was some that you missed because you don't like those people.
I don't. I'm not. There's a lot of people I don't like around there.
Yeah.
But like I said, overall it was a fun tournament. Had a good time.
Right.
A lot of good people, which is the big thing.
This is reminding you brought your orcs and goblins.
I was the orcs and goblins, and I didn't. You know what? I didn't even take a picture of my army. How's that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. And I took a picture of Ben's army, the
You
other
know-
orc and
You know
goblin
why?
player.
Because you were embarrassed to show that you only have one spider.
I
in your
do.
army.
I should have been proud to show that I only have one spider in my army. But took a picture of Ben's army, the other orc player, and it turned out fuzzy, so
Right.
he got cut.
Yeah.
Just go watch the Buckeye Battles report, and you'll
There you
see
go.
his army. All right.
Yes.
So
And then just all kidding aside, a lot of the pictures were taken out. The armies you could take. If something was really blurry, we just
Correct.
deleted the photo,
yeah.
even though we would like to have it in there.
again, like I said, there wasn't as many armies laid out as they normally are, so just didn't have a good shot at getting most of them. And tended to be a little bit busier in this one.
Okay, so then that brings us to the awards ceremony. And
Yeah, the awards ceremony, which this was, Todd passing out all the awards.
Right.
Um,
In first place, if I saw from early pictures, it was a big sword.
First place was a big sword. Don't have a picture of that, I don't think.
Okay.
Thought I did, but I don't see it.
And there were different clubs and club prizes and things of that nature.
Different clubs. They had a best club prize. They had a best club prize, which was won by Devastating Charge.
Okay, and that's the
Which
Once Bitten's
is,
club.
you
right?
remember that's Once Bitten's
Yeah,
club.
I think I remember him talking about it on his battle reports.
So overall, what we had is, of course, Shannon won. Good, solid victory. Battle points 97 out of 100. Out of 100 and what's the bonus? 5 bonus per turn, so 125 max, I guess. And he's averaging
Oh my
20,
gosh.
almost 20 a game. So
125 max, and he got 125.
no, battle.
Oh, battle. I'm sorry.
Battle.
Okay.
This is adding,
It's like, yeah,
this is
wow.
adding paint. And,
Yeah. So yeah, he's still well ahead of everybody. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did really well. Which, like I said, kind of dominating the scene with ogres.
Yeah.
But interestingly enough, Owen, this is his first game back into ninth age. He's been playing quite a bit of Kings of War. First game back with Ogres and second place by a solid margin with the battle points at least. And of course, Owen's painting bumped that up a bit. Of course, Chad with his Beastmen did really well. I contributed greatly to this 82 points. And then, you know, our guys, we had 5. Our club had 5. We had 6, and we had 8, 10. So we had 4 guys in the top 10, which is not bad. You know, Corey, Joe, Phil, and Kelly. So, looks not bad, right?
So the top 2 armies were Ogres.
Top 2 armies were Ogres.
Followed by Beast Herds.
Sylvan Elves.
Sylvan Elves.
Highborn Elves. Equitane. Undying Dynasties. Dwarves. And
Highborn Elves again.
So 3 Highborn Elves in the top 10.
And 1 Sylvan Elves.
And 2 Ogres in the top 10. So, anyway, those are the multiples. Up there. And there's, like I said, so it's actually 36 players. So, anyway, nice tournament though. Fun.
Well, that's all that matters.
And
you going next year?
Yeah, I'll be there next year.
There you go.
Yeah, definitely. Todd, like I said, Todd runs a really good tournament. Fun to go to. And I really, with the location of this one, I really, again, I'll say it again, I think this could be kind of become one of the premier tournaments because of the location.
Right.
Because it can draw from all over.
From the 2 different regions,
Correct. I mean, it's in the heart of our region.
Right.
So, anyway, so that'll about do it for this.
Okay. Till the next time.
Thanks for listening.